Hi guys, welcome back to another Dunk Reviews. This time it's all about Disturbed, and yes, they have a new album. Now I can hear what you're all thinking. Yes, Duncan, they have a new album, but it was released in August last year, so a year and a half doesn't really make a new album. Yes, that was of course Immortalised, was released a year and a half ago, but on the 18th of November they did release a new album, which I'll get to very closely, but I've not done a review of Immortalised, so we'll start with that. Yes, so Immortalised, as we're seeing, came out on the 21st of August 2015, and what can you say about Disturbed? They are the epitome. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Always a consistent band. Again, the pressure that Disturbed brings with every new release is for the last 3 or 4 albums it's consecutively topped at the Billboard, #1 in the Billboard Top 200 with each album, so immense pressure on every album. And again, Immortalised did not disappoint, and again, straight up at #1. What I find with Disturbed albums, when you're listening to them, you constantly have to check your phone, and unless you're at the chorus of the song, the riffs, verses are very similar, so you're constantly walking and that's what that song is. So Immortalised it follows that same formula. Great crunching opening riffs to every song, and then it isn't until you get to the choruses that you realise that's what that song is. Now with most Disturbed albums, they always say that it's built for playing live, and with this one it fits that same formula. Every song to me is meant to be played live in a big arena. The choruses are so catchy, you can imagine fans just singing along. Even the ballads like The Light, it's going to have so much crowd interaction. Of course, they released Immortalised as the first single, but it wasn't until they brought out the iconic cover for The Sound of Silence that this album really came to the forefront. Well, unless you're hardcore Disturbed fans. The Sound of Silence, the cover of that is one of the best covers I've heard in a long time, and the world seemed to agree. It was everywhere. You just have to see the performance live in Conan in America. Sound of Silence was at the top of the rock charts for 15 plus weeks, and rightly so. I even think Simon and Garfunkel can't complain at how good that cover was. Hell, even my mum and dad liked it, and it was good that they kept Disturbed's sound when David's growl comes in at the end. Chills just thinking about it. Now, as you say, this review is more about the new album, which I'm going to get to. So just to kind of sum up Immortalised, as I'll do, I'll pick my top 5 of my favourite songs from this album. Number 5, we have almost like a ballad, the quiet song called The Light, which I think has got a lot of potential for live songs. Number 4, I have Open Your Eyes, again your good old fashioned Disturbed, big heavy riff, Pam Newton intro. Next, number 3 is What Are You Waiting For, which I love the chorus for that. It brings back David's famous, he's quick. When he sings, when he's able to sing really quick, I absolutely love when he does that. Number 2, Who Taught You How to Hate? Good powerful message in that one. I'm not going to include The Sound of Silence because it is a cover. Obviously it would top, but I'm not going to include it in this because I want to keep it the songs that they've written. So my number 1 favourite song in this album is The Vengeful One. Now it's time to get to the new album. As I say, it was released on the 18th of November this year, and it was a live album, which I love, and it was Disturbed live at the iconic Red Rocks. For me, I'm a sucker for a live album. I love hearing whether a band can recreate that sound we get in the studio live, and more importantly, how a frontman performs on stage if he is what you imagine a frontman to be. Now, I can go on about frontmen. Obviously you've got James Hetfield, probably the most iconic being Freddie Mercury. Now, David Dreamin for me is up there with one of the best frontmen. Maybe I'll do a review of a top 5 frontmen in later videos, but for now we'll focus on Disturbed. David Drewman, Red Rocks has got a capacity of about 10,000 and he holds every person. He controls every one of them. He has one of the most chilling laughs you've heard, and it just adds to his persona, and you hear it so often at the beginning of these songs. Now, playing at Red Rocks in Colorado is a huge accomplishment for any band. Iconic bands play there, you know, you only have to look at the Beatles were the first band to play there, Jimi Hendrix, U2, to name a few, so this is a huge, huge accomplishment to play this iconic, not only just for the scenery but for the history place for Disturbed, and quite rightly so, they deserve to be headlining. Now what Disturbed live at Red Rocks has shown me is that I was wrong about Disturbed. I said in Immortalised that most albums you have to constantly check the phone and say, oh yeah, that's a song. I was wrong until you actually hear like a collection of their songs. Like in this, there's the song Liberate, 10,000 Fists, Stricken, even the Vengeful one from what. As soon as it kicks in you think, yes, I recognise that, I don't need to check my phone. When the intro kicks in you think, yes I know. And of course the most iconic ones, Stupefy, and of course, you know, Down with the Sickness. When that drum beat kicks in, you just instantly know and you get the chills on your hand. Now as promised, I'm going to question big festivals' loyalty and respect that they show towards Disturbed. Now you only have to look at the lineup this year for Download. Don't get me wrong, Biffy Clyro are a good band, but are they strong enough to headline Download? As I've said, from the iconic songs from Disturbed, you've got even Prayer, Down with the Sickness, Liberate, Stricken, 10,000 Fists, Immortalised, the Vengeful One, even with The Sound of Silence. And as mentioned, they've constantly, when their album debuts, it's #1 on Billboard 200 for the last 4 or 5 albums. Why are they not being considered for Download to headline? Listen to this band, the way that David Drewman holds the crowd. He's a good frontman. Their set list is strong enough to headline any rock festival. Why are they not headlining Download? Well, in my view, as I want Disturbed, get Disturbed headlining Download. They deserve that accolade. So, to sum up Disturbed's new album, yes, it's a live album, but it's a perfect, almost like the greatest hits of Disturbed. And as I mentioned, to me it proves Disturbed are ready for the big time. Get them headlining Download. I would happily pay. Unfortunately enough, I'm going to see them in January supporting Avenged Sevenfold. Cannot wait for that. Again, to me they should be co-headlining. Disturbed are too big to be supporting, and this album, live at Red Rocks, proves they're ready for the big time. With it being a live album, I'll still do my favourite top 5 songs. Number 5, it will be Prayer. It brings back so many good memories. Number 4 will be Liberate. Number 3 will be, oh, it's a tough one, Stricken. Number 2 is The Sound of Silence. I just love how they can recreate it live. Of course, number 1, Down with the Sickness. Stay tuned for more album reviews next week. I'm going to try and go for new artists you've not heard for next week, as I really believe that new music needs to be encouraged